Hi, welcome back. This week I'd like to start by having you read an essay by Michael Crichton. If you're not familiar with the author's name, this image might give you a clue. Crichton wrote a book back in the 1990s titled Jurassic Park, which became one of the most successful Hollywood films ever released. During his career, Crichton had sold over 200 million copies of his books worldwide, and over a dozen have been adapted into films. In his essay, Crichton shares his perspective on the meaning of true happiness. After reading the essay, I'd like you to describe your thoughts about the essay and perhaps share your definition of the word. Just follow the link at the bottom of the page to complete this week's essay response assignment. This week's grammar workshop is all about capital letters, when to use them, and perhaps more importantly, when not to use them. If you recall from grammar school, letters in the English language can be uppercase or lowercase. Uppercase letters are more commonly referred to as capitals, and there are a variety of rules that tell us when to use capital letters in a sentence. Knowing how to use capital letters properly is important for making a good impression when applying for jobs, and if you are fortunate enough to be hired, when writing memos, reports, or emails. Capital letters that are used improperly can make your written communication appear careless and unprofessional. So let's take a look at the basic rules. To begin, all sentences should start with a capital letter. Once upon a time there were 3 bears. After careful thought, I've decided not to go. Someone left their backpack on the bus. Always use capital letters when writing someone's name. In English grammar, names are called proper nouns. I met Barack Obama. First place goes to Alan Green. Ask Akira for help. Use capital letters with places. I'm enrolled at Marshalltown Community College. Notice that all the words that make up the name should be capitalized. This summer I went to Mexico with my sister. The Grand Canyon attracts millions of visitors every year. Use capital letters with product names. I drive a Honda Civic. I bought a Dell computer. Meet me at Applebee's for lunch. Be sure to capitalize book titles. I'm reading Game of Thrones. And song titles. The song Achy Breaky Heart launched his career. If you are writing about an article you read in a newspaper, magazine, or website, capitalize each word in the title. I think you would like the article With Your Own 2 Hands by Nick Offerman. Always use capital letters when referring to yourself in a sentence. You and I make a good team. I think I'm ready for the test. I've studied very hard. However, I'll be very happy when it's over. You might have noticed that it's very common and acceptable for people to use the lowercase I when texting or posting on social media sites. However, when writing academic papers for college, this is a habit you'll need to break. Use capital letters with days of the week. The students meet on Monday and Wednesday. Use capital letters with months of the year. We'll wait for October to carve a pumpkin. Combining days of the week with months should look like this. My birthday is this Tuesday, November 10th. The bigger problem that people seem to have with capital letters is knowing when not to use them in a sentence. Writers often believe that it's okay to use capital letters for emphasis or to indicate importance. For example, the surfer was facing a giant wave. The size of the wave is certainly an important part of this sentence, but the word giant is not a proper noun and therefore should not be capitalized. You might be tempted to capitalize a word to add emphasis. I will never trust her again with my car. Again, the word never is not a proper noun and therefore should not be capitalized. Be careful with words that describe events. Although it's correct to capitalize the name of a college, the words school semester should be lowercase. Also be careful with common scientific terms. Unless it's a proper noun, it should not be capitalized. The rule for seasons can be difficult to remember. It might seem like winter, spring, summer, and fall should be capitalized. However, they are not. I'm planning to start school in the fall of 2016. My spring courses will be especially difficult. The winter of 2015 in Iowa was very cold. So let's do a quick overview of the rules. Do use a capital letter at the start of a sentence, for proper nouns like names and places, for titles of books, articles, and songs, whenever you refer to yourself, the days of the week, and the names of months. Do not use a capital letter to add emphasis or importance to a word, with common science terms that are not proper nouns, and the seasons of the year. Well, that's it for this week. Please let me know if you have any questions about the assignments. Good luck, and I'll see you again next week.